All right, let's talk about a word that, let's be honest, most of us have a complicated relationship with: self discipline. We hear it and we immediately think of punishment, restriction, or just no fun. But what if that's completely wrong? What if it's actually the key to a kind of freedom we've been looking for? Let's dive in.
Wow, that really just cuts right to the heart of it, doesn't it? See, this isn't about choosing between a hard path and an easy path. It's about choosing your pain. Are you going to choose the short term pain of effort or the long term heavy pain of regret? Because one of them is a heck of a lot worse than the other. And this is the trap. This is where so many of us get stuck. We know what we want to do, we have that goal, that project, that healthy habit in mind, and we just tell ourselves, okay, I'll get to it, when I feel like it. We're basically just sitting around waiting for lightning to strike. But here's the secret. This is the big mindset shift. Disciplined people get that we have it completely backward. They know that motivation doesn't just show up. Action comes first. You do the thing and then you feel motivated. They don't wait for the feeling. They just start. So let's break this down. You got these two completely different ways of operating. On one side, you have the motivated mindset, which is totally passive. It's waiting, it's dependent on mood. But on the other side, you've got the disciplined mindset, and that one is active. It doesn't wait for a feeling, it goes out and creates the feeling by taking action. And that brings us to what true discipline actually is. And here's the good news. It's not some magic personality trait you're either born with or you're not. It's a skill. That's it. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the more you choose to do the thing even when you don't feel like it, the stronger that muscle gets.
Okay, so let's get real for a second. Think about the end of a long, brutal day. You are drained, your brain is fried, and the couch is just calling your name. Motivation is nowhere to be found. Discipline is that quiet little voice that just says, come on, let's just put on our shoes, let's just go.
Or what about work? Every single important project has parts that are just boring. They're tedious, they're a slog. Your motivation is going to check out completely during those moments. Discipline is what keeps your butt in the chair, pushing through the boring stuff to get to the other side. And maybe the hardest one of all, emotional discipline. You know that moment when you're furious and every instinct is screaming at you to just lash out and say that cutting thing? Discipline is the superpower of taking a breath, of pausing. It's choosing a response instead of just reacting on pure instinct. So you have to ask yourself this, because every time you choose comfort, every time you hit snooze or scroll instead of work or lose your temper, you're paying for it. It might not feel like it in the moment, but there is a cost. It's like a hidden tax on your future. Because at its core, that's really all it is. Every single act of discipline is just a small, simple no. It's saying no to what feels easy right this second because you're casting a vote for the person you want to be tomorrow. And here's the beautiful payoff. When you say no to that instant comfort, you're making sure that your future self doesn't have opportunities say no to them. You're keeping doors open. You're building a future where you actually have choices instead of being limited by all the easy yeses you took in the past. Just look at this chart. It lays it all out crystal clear. The path of comfort feels great now, but it leads to regret and limitations later. The path of discipline feels hard now, but it leads to freedom and opportunity later. It's a direct trade-off. Hard now, easy later. Or easy now, hard later. That's the deal. And this is the great paradox that changes everything. We think discipline is a cage, that it's all about restriction, but it's not. It's the exact opposite. It's the key out of the cage. Real freedom, the freedom to choose your job, your health, your life, that's not given to you. It's earned. And you buy it with discipline. So how does it actually work? Well, it's pretty simple, really. First, you start making those small, hard choices. That's step one. Over time, those choices stack up and they start to build a structure, a foundation of good habits. And then, from that strong foundation, you get to launch yourself into the future that you actually want. Now, if you only remember one single thing from all of this, please let it be this. Stop thinking of yourself as either a disciplined person or an undisciplined person. Those labels are useless. They don't help. Discipline isn't a noun. It's not a thing you are. It's a verb. It is a thing you do, moment by moment. And really, that's what this all boils down to. It's one final question. Because if you don't take control, if you don't make the hard choices to steer your own ship, then the winds and the currents of life are going to steer it for you. and you might not like where you end up. The power is in your hands. The choice is yours.